Welcome back to Lost City, West Virginia, Farm Sim 25. If you're new to my channel, I am Brooke. I'm an unprofessional gamer who has playing Farm Sim since 2013. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. We are back doing some farming today. On the last episode, we were harvesting some cotton. The process was kind of slow. And as you've seen here, I did not get back on here. So we're going to hop in here and do a little farming. Okay, I got to remember how to turn this thing on. I think we're already lowered. Yay, okay. And we're not even 4% to the bale. So, we're gonna have a little maybe coffee chat with Brooke today. I do have my coffee here, and I think it's espresso, vanilla, something. I mixed two kinds of coffee together, y'all, because I didn't have enough coffee in the one container, so I went to the other container and filled the rest of the little pod in my coffee maker. So, y'all, what has been going on? So, my kids only have 27 days left of school. Am I ready for them to be out of school? Yes and no, to be honest with you, y'all. I do like my free time. And having my kids for summer does take a little bit getting used to. At least it takes about a couple weeks until... Why does it feel like I'm like going sideways here? Why? Like it just feels like I'm going sideways. I gotta look here. Am I going sideways? No, that's so weird. I don't like that feeling, y'all. I don't like that feeling. So it at least takes me about a couple weeks to get... Oh yeah, I kind of missed that. I think I got it all. It takes about a couple weeks for me to get used to them being here because my kids, they are snackers. And they like to snack in summer. So I always try to have a bunch of snacks for them. And it's going to be harder to do videos between work and doing videos and having the kids here. It's going to be quite the challenge. But I'm hoping that'll not be the case. Sorry. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm going to burp here. I've been having trouble with heartburn for some reason. Maybe it's because I've been drinking a lot of coffee. So... as you can see, it is really foggy, man. That is insane over there. Really is. So, that being said, like I said, I'm just hoping the summer will just be a fun experience with my kids and a lot of farm sim fun. There is so many new maps coming out, y'all. I can't even keep up with all the updates, new content, new mods. It is insane. I need to get on it. Because when I used to show mods in 2022, 2022, you mean Farm Sim 22. I'm thinking it was the year. I don't know why I'm doing that, y'all. But when I did it for that Farm Sim game, oh my goodness, I was on it. I would look at all the new mods and I'd decide which mod I wanted to do. Now it's like, oh, it's another mod. I kind of think. I don't know. I mean, back in the day when I used to play Farm Sim 2013, I would go to the mod hub and I would just sit there and scroll through all the mods. And then when I seen a mod I liked, I would download it. But I wasn't... Back in the day, I never had a lot of mods. I pretty much played the game vanilla, I guess you would call it. Almost all the time. And so then we started getting more mods, and we were just not as spoiled as we are now, because back in the day, I was happy to have one mod that looked like John Deere, and that was totally what I loved about it. And then we got the cow fattening and pig fattening mod, and I was like so glad. I'm like, something new. And that was kind of a fad back then. So if any of you guys been around since Farm Sim 13, did you ever play that mod? Did you play on computer, PC, or console? I've played on both. I'm not a fan of PlayStation or anything like that for some reason. I have never been a fan of that. I have played on PlayStation, I think at 4, because I have a disc, like, just for nostalgic collector purposes, but I never really liked it. I guess the control, I mean, I like the controls, but I guess I didn't like how the graphics felt. I don't know, it just felt different than PC, so I went back to PC. And ever since then, I've been just playing on PC. And I really love PC, but I do feel sorry for people who are on console that don't get good mods. But y'all, you guys don't understand. It's harder to mod for console than it is for PC. So, and you know what, look at that. We only got that far across, but as you look that way, we have none that way, but look this way. We have a lot. I'm probably gonna have to do this off cam. I really don't want to hire a worker because I don't want to spend the money, because we really need to sell this, and we need to get a building. We need to plant again because it's already October. And I don't even know what we're gonna plant, y'all. I really don't. Okay, so I'm gonna slow this down and I'm gonna look to see what we can plant. I mean, okay, October, the only thing we can plant is barley and grass. And I'm definitely not planting grass. We will plant barley. And I don't really know, to be honest with you, y'all, if you get much. As far as I've done barley, I don't think it's the most profitable crop, but that's all we have unless I actually turn off seasons. Which I'm not, to be honest with you all, I'm not really a total fan of seasons, because seasons actually limits your gameplay, I think. Because, like, some people like it I love realistic, I really do. I like to see more realistic animal husbandry in the game, stuff like that. But when it comes to, like, not be able to plant a crop I need or want, I think that is hard for me to not want to do. So, because it's really hard for me to plant a crop that I don't want to harvest. I mean, I don't want to grow. Like, I don't want to grow barley. I want to grow something that I have machinery for, and I think after this we're not going to plant cotton again, but because look at how slow this is. We're going 10 miles an hour, but it feels like a crawl. So, in other news, y'all, I was very saddened this morning. The Pope died. I am not a Catholic, so I'm a Christian, but I'm not a Catholic. But, I mean, I have respect for the guy because it takes a lot of guts to be a pope. It takes a lot of guts to be in the spotlight, and that being said, he was more liberal than any other pope there's ever been in the papistry or the Catholic diet. I don't know. I'm not a Catholic, so I forget about that. Rome, I think. I don't know. Y'all, I'm sorry. But I was saddened to hear that, so, you know. I wonder who the new one will be. I don't really follow that, but it'd be interesting to find out who. I'll keep a watch of that. So y'all, what did you guys do for Easter? I had a couple family members over for Easter, and I made, let's see, what did I make? I made, trying to catch up on what I did that day. I made this French toast bake. And the French toast bake was like you cut up pieces of bread, which is, you could use sourdough or any bread, but I use sourdough because it gives that. Sourdough is a harder bread, so it sucks up more of the juice you need, but doesn't get soggy as much. So what you do is you cut up the pieces of bread into like 1-inch squares, and then you put it in a dish, and then you put over the mixture of like um, milk, and cream and sugar, and then you put that in there, in cinnamon, I forgot cinnamon. And you put that in the refrigerator for at least the minimum of 4 hours. And then you wake up in the morning, and there's you have to make another mixture, which is a dry mixture, which is like butter, sugar, cinnamon, and brown sugar, I do believe. And there's something else in it. Salt. I think there's salt. And a half a cup of flour, I do believe, if I'm not wrong. So then you like mix it up, and then you just put that on top, and then you bake it for 45 minutes to an hour, depending on how you like it. If you like it really crunchy, then you cook it longer. And I like it a little crunchy, to be honest with you. But it was really good. So it was gone. The family members are like, they were like, I felt like, to be honest with you, I felt like they came for the meal. It's so funny. Because, like, I'm like, they gobbled up it, and they're like, oh, I'm so glad, you know. Kids as grandparents, you know, they're kind of funny, and they're kind of frugal people, and they like, they like to save money, and so, like, I feel like they just come over to, like, get a good meal because they scrimp on their meals that they have at home. It's kind of funny. I guess when you get old, you do that, because that's not the first family member that has done that. I think this has been, like, let's see, 3 or 4 family members that have always complained about not having money. It's super funny, y'all. It's just super funny. Like, I can't really explain it to you. It's like, why? You guys have money, but you complain about every single penny you like spend. It's super funny. So we did that with the kids, and then I sat down and I fell asleep. Oh my gosh, I think I ate too much candy because my stomach hurt so freaking bad. Like, I couldn't even, I'm like, and the whole night I was like stirring. I'm like, wait a minute, this is not pleasant at all. And then, what else? And then I got my kids each, candy, and then, Pop-Tarts, and what else did I get them? And I got my daughter some spray, because she likes Bath & Body Works spray. And I think that's all I got her, is candy and spray. My son, I gave him some money, and Pop-Tarts, and some other candy. So, but it was really fun. Like, and then in the evening, I made a sub. So, for my kids and I. It was really good, actually. I love the sub. The sub is like basically 3 meats and cheese, and it takes a lot of process of, actually, you bake it with like garlic and butter, and then you take it out, and then you put the cheese and the meat, and you put it back in, and then you make like this coleslaw sauce between it cooking. It's quite the process, y'all. Quite the process. But that was really pretty much all I did. Kind of relaxed, watched Criminal Minds, and ate candy. And did I get on Farm Sim? Absolutely not. I wanted to, but you know, the thing is I was tired. So yeah, sure. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. I'm talking to my daughter. She just asked to take a shower, so she's in this thing where she has to take a shower almost every single day, and she was at this stage, stage in her, I guess you would say, development, where she didn't like taking showers or baths or anything, and she'd take one like once a week, and now it's like she's taking one every day. It's like, and then like when I go to like want to run the dishwasher or take one myself, she's in there taking one, so then she takes all the water. So I'm stuck with no water. So I try to do the dishwasher before I go to bed. That way I don't have a bunch of dishes in the sink or in the dishwasher dirty the next morning. So, wow, we did just that part. Oh my gosh. I want to go laugh because like I feel like I've been doing this for hours. So y'all, let's see what else is going on. And so a few days ago, we had a storm here, and it wasn't really bad when I was out yard sailing. It was really nice. It was sunny, it was 70, and just a beautiful day, April day. And then the clouds started rolling in, and got really dark. And I'm like, why is it getting so dark? And the clouds were just rolling in, and so decided to stop at a thrift shop near me. It's a cool thrift shop. It's actually a thrift shop that all the money proceeds that they make from their sale actually goes towards animal rescue, like rescuing dogs and cats. So it's a really nice thrift shop. The prices are very low. Like you could buy pet supplies for cheap there, and I bought many pet supplies there. I don't think I found anything this time. There wasn't anything particular. I was looking for a couple things, but I didn't find what I was looking for. I'm looking for a Game Boy, either a Game Boy Color or a Game Boy for my son. So, but I haven't found one yet. And then I actually looked on Amazon and they're like $100. I remember a year ago when he was begging me for a Game Boy, and they were like $50, and so now I feel like I'm hit with inflation. Definitely that is. It feels like that to me. Just a lot of just inflation and prices going up. I do go to Goodwill once in a while, and I have saw definitely something I have not wanted to see, which I talked about it before, about the inflation of the shoes. Oh my gosh, y'all, the inflation of the shoes. Like, they have a pair of Adidas shoes, and the whole sole is literally used, and they still want $20 for it. Okay, we're going to go a little bit faster because we're going to go over here and we're going to chat for a little bit, and then I will call us a day. And on the next episode, we will do something else. I'm not really sure. I might get some of this done. I think that maybe we'll come back on here and do maybe another chat. Maybe I'll have something different to talk about. But, okay, let's go over here. I have to lower it though, and to turn it on. I forgot. How do you turn it on? Yeah, it's B. Why didn't it turn itself on? I don't know. There we go. But the whole sole of the shoe was like definitely just like trash. Like, I've never saw shoes that look so bad, and they wanted $20 for them. That is the part I don't like about thrift shops. I like thrift shops because I think they're, they're a way of stuff not going in the landfill. But I also have to say to y'all that it is insane. The price of stuff now there, like, they used to have, like, cords. I found a cord. Actually, I did find a cord to a Game Boy. Excuse me. But they wanted $5 for it. And then I look on Amazon, and they're like $15. So, I mean, I saved $10, but, like, why aren't you just charging $1 for cords? They used to cost $1, and now they're like twice as much as what. Now they're twice as much. So, like, instead of being $1, they're like $5, and it doesn't matter what cord they are; they're still $5. So that is insane. So hopefully this year for summer, I will be able to get my son a Game Boy, because I'm feeling like I might want to go camping, and if I go camping, I want to be able to bring a game system for the kids, because if I don't bring something to entertain them, they will be on my nerves the whole time, y'all. The whole time. Especially my son. He's used to playing video games, and we usually bring their iPads, but like, if we're on the sticks and the iPad doesn't work, there's like, I mean, there's a chance I guess there's a chance that the game might work without Wi-Fi, or there's a chance that the the campsite will have Wi-Fi, but the last time I went to a campground, it didn't have Wi-Fi. Alright, I want to see if I feel like we're going faster now that we're in this, but so y'all, I'm going to call this a day as soon as we end this let's see how far away. Oh geez, we're still pretty good patch away. And I'll be doing a little bit of this off cam. I'm actually going to probably fill this up almost to the end and then show you what a bale of our first bale of cotton looks like. I think like I said, I've done some in 22 like once, but that's all I've done, and this is insane amount of cotton. This is like, I feel like we've been in this cotton field for forever, but not really. Like the slow crawl. And I also heard, I don't remember who it was that told me Alma, Missouri was out, and I have not even been on that map. Yo, why did I stop? Why did I stop? That is weird why I stopped. But I haven't even been on Alma, Missouri and like the new map. So I gotta get on there and try looking around on that map. And then there's another one coming out that I want to look at too. Maybe play on, and then there's a one in beta testing right now that I might want to play on. I'm not really sure. We'll have to see how that goes. I just can't have too many projects going. So here we are at the end of the field, and I'm like not getting any cotton. Okay, let's see here. Alright, I'm just gonna position myself. Okay, stop. So y'all, this is Brooke, the unprofessional gamer, on Lost City, West Virginia, chatting, talking, and harvesting cotton. Oh geez, we're already starting to get dirty. Until next time. Hope you have a good day, and it's free to like, free to subscribe, free to join the family. I'd love to have you join, and I'm Brooke. Until next time.